As Robert Greene explained in his famous work, the 48 laws of power show the psychological structures needed to make people believe in something that is not real. It is with these rules, especially Rule 27, that cunning cult leaders make the unhappy masses follow them, using their strong desire for something greater. Deep inside the human mind is a primal need, a strong desire to believe in something greater than our ordinary lives. This craving is strongest when the world is chaotic, uncertain, and lacking meaning, when the stable foundations we once trusted are shaken. In these turbulent times, we become spiritual wanderers, yearning for new beliefs that can give our existence profound purpose. It was this empty feeling that made people follow the fake doctor Franz Mesmer in 18th century Paris, when normal medicine could not help with the social and political troubles. His confusing ideas about animal magnetism gave the unhappy people a new hope, following the first rule, never make the leader look bad. Like clever artists, these cult leaders shape their creations from the pliable wishes of the unhappy, charming them with 5 bewitching tricks. The first trick, vagueness. Dressed in wonder here, words are used not to explain, but to confuse, because uncertainty is the cult leader's sharpest spell against reason. Through a mist of words full of big ideas but little real meaning, they make the mind imagine its own desire-filled ideas. This vagueness is their wisest helper, creating ideas of secret knowledge just out of our understanding. Consider the jumble of words used by early 1900s Russian mystic Gurdjieff, mixing scientific-sounding words with new words like meeting with the essence of cosmic stuff. Such word salad enchanted his followers, who believed they saw deep meaning in the hard-to-understand language. Adding to this made-up mystery are fancy titles, new buzzwords, and meaningless numbers, wrapping the ordinary in an aura of deep secret complexity. Like skilled magicians, their words aim to captivate rather than explain, stimulating our imagination towards dreaming while blocking clear thinking. The second trick, pleasure of the senses. With uncertainty making us curious, the cult leader then overwhelms our ability to think clearly through pure delight of the senses. Here, intellectual talk is scorned in favor of shamelessly lavish shows and multi-sensory spectacle, because passion and joy destroy scrutiny far better than any argument. We are taken into richly designed realms of experience where every sight amazes with splendor, every sound charms with mysterious beauty. The taste of sacred treats, the strong smells of exotic incense, the throbbing beats of primal drums, all choreographed to draw us deeper into delirious dreaming. Even fake scientific mystique is used, with strange technological trinkets giving a veneer of scientific legitimacy that calms the intellectual's doubt. Franz Anton Mesmer showed this trick in his dimly lit, mirror-lined rooms where animal magnetism rituals overloaded followers' senses. Shaking instruments on his magnetized items combined with whiffs of exotic incenses to put believers into a trance-like stupor, ready for the master's shaping. All these choreographic elements ultimately reduce our minds to childlike states of wonder, ripe for the charlatan's molding. For when surrendered to such unbridled pleasure, how can the rational voice of skepticism possibly sing against the bewitching din of our senses overwhelmed? The third trick, groups of belonging. We are ushered into intricately structured groups, earning ceremonial titles and climbing through made-up levels of initiation, each demanding greater sacrifices of wealth and deeper teaching of the group's secret lessons. Every experience is filled with the solemnity of sacred ritual as we progress, our egos inflating from seeing ourselves as an elite group entrusted with privileged secret revelations. Remember the hierarchical cult built by Francesco Borri in the 1600s, where followers were initiated across 6 degrees like Illuminati and elected based on Borri's judgment of their souls. The complex ceremony strengthened their sense of being part of a sacred inner circle. The only loyalty required is towards the cult itself, which now wears the cloak of a profound spiritual social order. Its all-powerful leader radiates authority through an ethos of showy humility, hiding his true influence behind a facade of modesty, an empty vessel vicariously channeling our own idolatry back towards us. The fourth trick: prosperity mythologized. The cult's social power now swelling to tremendous force, the leader easily takes our wealth, his luxury growing as we lose more. Yet his profiteering must remain hidden behind a silky veil of wealth denial. For to pierce this theater would undo the very myth of endless prosperity he has so carefully built. And so no riches are openly taken. Rather, we are expected to bow down our fortunes as ceremonial offerings towards making the secret goals of our collective devotion come true. His splendors, palatial indulgences, and regal self-displays of success serve not as boasts of greed, but as exalted visions meant to attract our hopes for matching powers. The charlatan Bori himself embodied this strategy, living in lavish luxury and collecting vast sums from followers under the pretense it was to aid his quest for the philosopher's stone. A quest his wealth was said to prove was about to succeed. His riches, we are led to believe, are merely the cosmic rewards reaped by those who offer themselves up to the leader's beliefs with enough zeal and loyalty. Thus, our gifts are stripped of their selfish sting, reframed as vehicles for our own eventual self-improvement. The more we give to the cult's cause, the more it validates its own righteousness. The fifth trick: us vs them mobilization. At last, the cult's ideological energy has reached a fever pitch, but like all manias, it forever teeters on dissolving back into disorder. To prevent this, the leader manufactures conflicts through which the cult can galvanize its us vs them tribalism into a xenophobic frenzy of combative zeal. Sometimes these perceived enemies are fabricated entirely: sinister groups, reptilian global leaders, or other such bogeymen drawn from the subconscious of fear and paranoia. Think of the anti-Jewish conspiracy theories used by cult leaders like Hitler to rouse manufactured conflict. Other times, they are mere phantoms extrapolated from innocent critics, or doubters turned into convenient effigies of existential threat. No matter their form, these enemies are rhetorically painted as perpetual aggressors, their very existence now linked to persecuting the cult with oppressive scheming. The Panacea Society cult in England rallied around its leaders' warnings of dark forces blocking their enlightenment, making any criticisms into vilified attacks. This cultivates an armed mindset within the group, a rigid, defensive fortress from which all dissent or nuance is seen as dangerous sabotage. A zero-sum logic of mutually assured destruction prevents even the mildest questioning from safely arising, for it profanes the orthodoxy and surrenders ground to these same persecutorial forces. Thus, the cultists seal themselves into an ideological greenhouse where stale groupthink is recycled as a perpetual state of besieged emergency, united behind their leaders' beliefs as the only defense against phantomed extermination. Their conformity has become not passive, but an aggressive rejection of any reality outside this self-contained universe. Those who then exit are violently scapegoated as traitors, who psychologically must be not just alien, but sinister agents actively undermining the cult's survival. A closed, self-reinforcing loop is complete, the charlatan's power cemented by followers' own psychological investment. If you're tuning into this video till now, it shows you're someone who loves seeing things through to the end. That's awesome, because finishing what we start isn't always easy. So, big congrats to you for that, because most people don't finish what they start. Now I've got something important to share. We're currently accepting donations in the form of subscriptions to our channel. It won't cost you a dime, but it will mean the world to us. Your subscription fuels our confidence and motivates us to create even better content that can genuinely help people. So, if you believe in what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Together, we can make a real difference. Thanks for your support.